Hey, what's going on, folks? Hope you're doing super well and you've had a fantastic start to your week. Just wanted to drop you a quick training on a 14 to 28 day content roadmap for new offer. So, Dale actually popped me a DM earlier on in the week as he's actually going to be rolling with a new offer towards the end of the month and really wanted some clarity around the most efficient and effective content that he could deliver to his current audience in the build up to that. So, thank you so much, Dale, for the learning opportunity for the community. And let's dive straight into it. So, your 14 to 28 day content roadmap for new offer. So, the main priority of your content, if you're structuring it towards releasing new offer, is to really pre-sell your audience on how exactly it's going to transform things in their business, their life, their process, etc. Now, you want to maintain a balance of still feeding the front end of your business with new eyeballs into your brand, because ideally, when you come off the back end of this offer, you still want to be taking folks through the next phase of the customer journey and continuing to build your brand out in the process, while nurturing and moving forward your current audience that have already taken that next step. So if you've already got a group built out and you're already leveraging your group, this is going to be your primary focus, as it's going to be the warmer part of your audience. So they've already taken the next step in your process to continue with you on the customer journey, and you should already have a good amount of info collected from them as they enter your group. So ideally, you've got your membership questions structured in a way where you've done a bit of market research, so you already have some clarity around the challenges that they have and what parts of your process you can deliver on in your content, as well as a few hand raises for those specific challenges. So you could already be segueing into the DMs about the specifics of the offer that you're going to be rolling out. So your group is where you can really start to lean heavily into what's coming and how it's actually going to help them specifically, right? Ideally, you really want to be diving in depth into real-time examples of what your offer is actually about and how it's been helping you, and current clients that you've got or other community members that are already part of that offer. So you really want to be building your marketing message specifically around your process. Okay, now Dale, I know you're going to be specifically rolling with an offer around group juice, but this could work for absolutely any niche or any offer that you've got. You really want to be highlighting exactly what it's going to be helping them with, what it's going to be injecting, what it's going to be eliminating, who you've helped already. So no matter what you're selling or marketing, this will be effective. But for the purpose of this example, I'm really going to be rolling with exactly how this is, the group juice offer is actually going to help folks with the process. So what specifically are you going to be adding or injecting into their current process? So, Group Juice is designed in such a way that you can use highly leveraged content with a combo of short form videos and long form written content. You're going to be focusing on group growth and monetization. They're going to get clarity on offer and asset creation and exactly how to humanize the sales process, okay, which is going to help remove and eliminate things like high pressure sales and strategy calls, okay, because you're using that high content leverage on the front end. You actually don't need to be diving into high pressure sales or strategy calls in the back end because you're doing a lot of the pre-selling in your current process. Okay, you'll be eliminating cold DMs because as you build out your personal brand, folks will get to know exactly who you are, what you know, and how you can actually help them. Which also removes mass adding friends because as you cast your net wide with the short form video content, you will be attracting a lot more eyeballs into your brand. And in fact, Sandy from the community actually called it group farming this week, which I actually loved. You will be eliminating group farming. And as I've known it to be group poaching, you won't actually need to go out there and leverage other people's groups to bring an audience into your world. It comes naturally through the high content leverage that you're using on the front. So you can really talk heavily into this in your content of what you're actually going to be adding and removing from their current process. Okay, how and why does this work? Like I've said, high content leverage pre-sells your brand and offers, removing high pressure in the DMs because folks already have clarity on exactly who you are, what you know, and how you can help them. Okay, who's this going to help? It's going to help folks who want to lean out their calendar for flexibility to do more of the things that they love. It's going to help folks who really want to learn highly transferable skills. Although the done for you systems and methods work, they can and do work. There are folks who actually want to start learning highly transferable skills, no matter what they're actually doing in the online world and the online space, especially if you're in it for the long term, right? You're going to be helping folks who are willing to put in the work. You're going to be helping folks who want to build a personal brand of their own, selling whatever they want to sell and working with folks that they vibe with. So you can really lean heavily into any one of these angles, with your content over the coming weeks. How has it helped you specifically? So, what clarity have you received since you've actually started using this process? How has it actually transformed your own process? What's new about what you're doing? What are you actually removing? And I know that you're actually a copywriter, so I know that you're actually injecting new skills like the group growth and humanizing the DMs, etc. So you can really start leaning into how that's helped you as well. What are some of the wins that you've experienced in the last 30 to 60 days? They don't necessarily have to be monetary wins at all. You can really talk into group growth. You can talk it into the fact that the DMs have been easier. You can talk into the fact that you're not mass adding friends and that your following is growing. You want to be talking into who else has this actually helped. And this is where you can really leverage community results alongside your own. So either community results if you don't have, if you don't have clients or students already. But if you've got clients or students already, you can also be talking into their wins. How has it helped others with time and flexibility? What has it helped with other folks' processes? Are there any financial wins that you can share or highlight that have come from the specific process? And you really want to be breaking down your daily real-time experiences with what you're testing and getting feedback on in your own process, and all of the internal and external shifts you're having because of it. I think we so easily highlight just the external things that are happening, like eliminating cold DMs and eliminating sales calls, etc. But there's a lot of internal shifts that go with this as well. You become a better business owner. You learn more about your own value set. You learn more about the type of people that you want to work in the process. Some of the other shifts that you have is that you do have flexibility to be with your family and to go on more holidays and to do more of the things you love. So you really want to be highlighting as much of that while you're pre-selling things in your content as a whole. And I really just wanted to dive into an example of something you could currently use. I know that you put a really good lead generation post out. A week or so ago, which caused a huge influx of folks into joining your group. I mean, to get this amount of comments and actual likes on a post is amazing, and just shows how good these lead generation posts can be. And you can really dive into this inside your content in your group. You created a lead magnet on your profile for group growth, which got that traction. And you can take this test back to your group in high detail, breaking down how you were able to increase your group growth by, let's say, X% or Y number. I don't know what that specifically is, of new members from this one specific step. So it's a real-time example of pre-selling what your strategies and methods in your offer are actually going to help people achieve. So I put a side note of when you have broken it down in high detail, okay, inside your group, you can actually extract a punchy piece of that strategy to use as another lead magnet on your profile for even more group growth, and continue to use this cycle every single week. It's a highly leveraged piece of content strategy that will continue to grow out your group and get more eyeballs into your brand because of real-time strategies that are actually working in your business already. So you can weave in your lifestyle and why and what this process is helping you achieve personally. And you can run polls to do a temperature check once a week on different parts of the process with your current audience to segue into the DMs to chat more in depth on how this is actually going to solve their burning challenges. Okay, and then I just wanted to dive into your profile content. This should really be a highlight reel of why folks should take the next step in your customer journey and ideally join your group. If you don't have one in place already, it could be to segue them into the DMs, and just to further take them across, along your customer journey. And you can give them snapshots of your process, what you're actually sharing on the inside in your group, client and community wins that are happening in real time, and real time daily documentation of your journey. What's changing, what's working, what isn't, what you're learning. Learn a new strategy, share it. You could take this quick training that we've done on the 14 to 28 day content roadmap and extract different strategies from it and share it in your own copy. Help someone achieve a specific result, share it. Get a takeaway from a coach or mentor, share it. It's all highlighting and documenting your specific journey, which naturally will cause eyeballs into your brand for folks that are vibing with your message and your own specific growth. Everything and happening in your business and life is content. And you have to remember that everyone entering your brand is doing so at different stages and with different levels of awareness, right? So some of your content is going to appeal to folks who are brand new and who happen to be a previous version of you. You're ideally going to be speaking to someone who you were 6 to 12 months ago. Okay. Some of it will appeal to folks who've already got more clarity around their process, but have specific frustrations that you could actually help solve. Okay. And some will be really advanced and just ready to take the next step as a whole. So leading into your offer, what I would recommend aiming for as a minimum of group posts is 5 a week, with a combination of one being a high value post where you can break down real-time strategies that are getting results in your world, like the lead magnet post that we just chatted about. Okay, I would share a lifestyle post. So either something super simple about you, your family, something that's happening, on a day-to-day basis, or you can weave in how doing X in your business has helped you do Y in your life. Okay. I would be doing a lead gen or an engagement post. So a purple post for hand raisers, and you can make this super dopamine heavy on part of your process. And get hand raisers so you can segue into the DMs to talk even further about how this offer is actually going to help them. I would be dropping an inspirational post. So that could either be a client or student win, it could be a win of your own, it could be something that you're doing in your life that relates to business. And I would be dropping either a free training or a free resource once a week. And this could be a heavy pre sale on your process, and the methods that you're using in your business. And it should have a CTA in place for folks to raise their hand or take the next step. Every piece of your content should be to continue to take folks down that customer journey. Okay. So, leading into your offer, I recommend aiming for a minimum of 3 group posts a week with a combination of one high value post. So, like I mentioned, this can be short and punchy and lead right back to the main copy in your group so that you can continue to grow your group out and get fresh leads into your world while continuing to deliver high value on the front end. Okay, you want to be leading with a lead gen or engagement post once a week. Those purple posts, when they pop off, do really, really well. They don't always do it, but when they work, they're really, really efficient. And again, I would make these dopamine heavy on the part of your process that you've broken down in your group. And I'd be sharing a lifestyle or inspirational post on the front end. So, you could be sharing wins of both you and your clients and community, or some sort of lifestyle post. If you've got the bandwidth to do more than 3 posts on your profile, I definitely recommend you do it. But you want to ideally keep the main focus on your group. So I hope this helps. Any further questions, either drop them in the comments or pop them over in my DMs. And yeah, good luck with rolling out your new offer. Really looking forward to seeing how you leverage this, for your current audience, and really looking forward to seeing how many folks come through on that offer. So we'll chat soon.